Hello, everyone. I hope you guys can listen or hear me. I'm doing this. It's my first time ever, so please bear with me. And I do hope you guys help me get this going. So, welcome into the first live stream ever that we that we have on the channel. So, a big welcome. I'm already happy. I see that we have 5 people live. Okay, so I will not be speaking with the walls. And I am here in my cabin. So feel free to ask any questions you want to do about the Explorer journeys, about this particular cabin. I'm in a Ocean Terrace Suite on a double bedroom with a queen bed. So if needed, I can use the laptop to just go and show things around. So I do hope that to see some questions pop up. I don't know if you guys are listening okay with me. If you could just acknowledge and see some messages there acknowledging that you guys can listen would be awesome. Just to avoid me having that. Okay, I do see that it is all good. Thank you, thank you. So we are here, and I am so happy to be back again on board the Explorer. I must confess, it felt like it was coming back home. Well, if my home was a five-star hotel with good cocktails all over the place. So it has been awesome. It has been just great to be here. So thanks, João. Thanks, Dave and Sue. Oh, Dave and Sue, I got your email, but I haven't seen you guys on board. So I do hope that if you guys cross me, please say hello. And I would like to say that there are quite a few people that have subscribed to the channel, that are viewers, and have come to say hello to me during this cruise, this sailing. And I felt so good to be able to be talking with you. It has been really, really great seeing all of you around. It's fantastic, but it did feel like coming home. And it was a special feeling when you get to see some, oh, hello, Lisa. Thank you. It has been a great thing, especially when you come back to a cruise ship and a lot of the crew, you remember the crew, first of all, but more amazing is they remember you. when the guy's saying like, oh, Alex, you back, welcome back, like they say your name, and that really seems precious, and I really enjoyed that. It really felt that the staff here at Explore, and these are the guys that really make the thing happen in this program. And no, I'm not making publicity, but I just feel good about it. It really feels like we are welcome to the environment. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to look for, particularly if it is the same level of quality, if it's going downhill, if it's going uphill, and whatever. And one thing that caught me really good this time was actually the Solo Travelers program. So I'm trying to do a little clip video, and I'll be putting that back on, and get to show what's happening with that solo program. Because what I find with the solo program now is they are really keen on capturing the solo travelers. They've organized very structured programs for a solo traveler. So when you get into the cabin, it's not just like you see the typical activities in other cruise lines where you see like solo events happening, like, oh, meet up at bar X, or meet up at the cocktail lounge, or at the cafe, or whatever. It is really meet up, and they give you a structured program. So I received immediately a letter when I got on board with all the activities that would be happening during the sailing. And this has allowed me to get to know other solo travelers. And it's been amazing because it's really structured, lots of activities that we do together, and get to know these people quite nice. So that has been really, really cool. So, oh, hello, Kirk, Tori, since the Days of Norwegian Joy, Panama Canal. Good. I have a question from Lisa. Did you know all the titles of the books of the artwork behind you have all a reference to the sea? I did not notice that, Lisa. That is such a nice thing, yeah. In the nick of time, the land, Troy and Tarsus, they sailed by night. Okay. I'll take your word for that, Lisa. And probably I will not sleep tonight. And if I need to fall asleep, I'll just start reading the titles of the artwork, yeah, behind me. That is so cool. Um, so feel free to put questions at any moment in time, or else I will just give you an update on how it has been so far with the Explorer journeys. A lot of you have seen probably many of the videos I've made over the time, and it's been a great pleasure. Like I mentioned, I this time what caught me was the solo travelers, and yeah, I've got bad news for everyone. You know, yesterday night I went to Marble and Co. Mm, the stakes continue to be the same old. But I've digged a bit, and I've got some very cool footage of me having a discussion with the Maître D. It doesn't appear on camera, but anyway, he was doing an effort to assist me, and I was telling him that I felt very frustrated that last time I was on board, I came 3 times, 4 times to over here and did get into the problem of having the good or bad steaks. Now, what I found is the majority of the cuts of the meat at the Marble and Co are sirloin, not tenderloin, and therefore that's why it's a little bit on that. Looks like chewing gum as we eat the steaks. João asks, did we get 1 or 2 Explorer bottles in the cabin? Well, solo traveling, they gave me one bottle, so that is the thing. But another thing that they gave me, probably better than the one bottle is always good because I love those bottles to do the walk and do the tours and fill it with water. But they gave me a rosé in the cabin. I wonder why they gave me a rosé. Probably somebody must have given them the info that I've been drinking rosé lately. And I got a rosé bottle besides the champagne bottle in the cabin. And they left a little note asking which kind of spirit I wanted. Of course, you guys know me and the gin and tonic. So I did ask for a gin to get into the cabin. But the rosé they put in, it was not the rosé that I liked. Let me pick up the bottles here so that you see. So they put me this bottle here, which is kind of like their default bottle of rosé that you can find in all the restaurants. And they have now a new rosé that I find amazing. So it is this LM, but it's not the same rosé that I had last time I was aboard. So this LM is not just the rosé; they still have the other rosé, but this is a prosecco rosé. So sparkling wine, quite nice, and it has allowed me to have some moments of fun. I tell you. So great piece of information. Now, when I complained about the bottle, they just gave me the extra bottle anyway. So now I've got like 4 bottles to take home: the champagne, the rosé, the prosecco rosé, and the gin bottle. So awesome. Good. Kirk, this stream is lagging a lot. The internet speed, uh, well, I don't know. I'm getting a 8.7 megabits per second with 23 milliseconds, which should be a good speed. So if it is not good, I do apologize, but I've got no way to see how it is that you guys are receiving the information. Okay. Kirk. So on the mobile phone you've got it fast, but on the laptop you got it slow. So, well, if I remember correctly from the Norwegian Joy, maybe it's time for you to upgrade the laptop. Hey, Tori. Okay, sorry for that. Sorry for that. Not badly intended, but just as a kind of a sideline. But good to know that at least on your phone you're getting a good speed. Okay. João, all good, no lag. Yeah. So, David, so you've had a couple of far. What's your favorite meal? Still think Phil Rouge steak is better than Marble Co. Oh, yeah, definitely. I just had today. Today was my day of Phil Rouge. And I went for the steak they have there, and definitely it was better than the steaks I had at the Marble and Co. Although, because I had the conversation with them, and I also had the conversation. By the way, the food and beverage director is also called Alex today on here on Explora. I talked with him before, and he told me to order the porterhouse. I usually don't go for the porterhouse, but I went this time, and when I got it, what happened with the porterhouse? By the way, I asked for it Pittsburgh style, and the Pittsburgh style is really something quite good. It's that shard on top and medium rare in the middle or rare in the middle, so really good. And that they did quite nicely. But the porterhouse is a good steak, and probably I'll use that as a reference for future cruises or for future restaurant tastings, because the porterhouse is half tenderloin, half sirloin, and by checking those, you get to see what it is, because the tenderloin part should always be good. It should be impossible to have a bad tenderloin. While the sirloin, it depends on the quality of the cut. If the quality of the cut is good, you'll like it. If the quality of the cut is bad, you'll not like it. So that's kind of the thing. And the part of the tenderloin on the porterhouse was actually good. I enjoyed that part, but let's be honest, I'm not going to go to a restaurant, order for a porterhouse only to have the tenderloin part, which is what, 1/3 of the steak. So I did enjoy that part, but it felt bad that I could not eat the sirloin part of the steak. I was with somebody in the table. That somebody had the surf and turf with the filet mignon, so a tenderloin based cut, and that was good. So if you go to Marble and Co, I recommend going for the tenderloin cuts and avoiding the sirloin cuts. At least it's a little bit more information than I gave last time. So thanks, Dave and Sue, on that. And once more, please, if you find me on board, do ping me and grab me or whatever. Yeah. And that will be awesome. Okay, good. So I'm making Lisa angry, although she doesn't eat beef. Yeah, yeah. I think you have like the chicken. You like the chicken. I didn't try any chicken yet so far, but definitely should be good. Okay, Martini tomorrow, Dave. Yeah, just tell me a time and date, and anybody that's listening in and wants to join the group, we'll do an Alex after 50 meeting point somewhere. Usually, the place I like to hang about is in the Crema Cafe, having my espresso coffee. So good. But this time, I tell you, I've been going more to Explora lounges on deck 11. I've been enjoying a lot, particularly at 11. They have the jam session with all the resident artists, and that has been amazing, amazing sessions. I strongly recommend going there for the 11 p.m. jam sessions. Maybe it's late for some of you, but it is a good thing to do, because they also didn't have that in my previous sailings. So I do feel the entertainment team is trying to make things a little bit better on the side. So Dave and Sue, grab me. We need to get that martini off out of the way. Yeah, good, good, good. So it has been an amazing period. Yeah, I really love it. It's coming back to this environment. What changes did you notice? So a question from João. What changes did you notice since last time you were there? Well, definitely, I think the entertainment, they're trying to get it up a notch. The the solo traveler program, I did not notice that before, and actually, I've been talking with the people here that have organized it, and they confirmed that it is new, so they did that new, and I believe this will align with the emails that we're getting on these solo sailings to get those benefits of the 0% sailing. So I do think it's probably aligned with that. The other thing I noticed is well, this sailing has more people than I had on previous sailing. My last sailing was like 370. This one is like 520. Now, the interesting thing is I did not feel the ship overwhelmed. I do feel the ship to be with more people, but I don't feel it to be overwhelmed. So that was really something nice. And Jerome, I know you taught me that thing about the sushi bar place. I tried it. My first night was the sushi bar at the Sakura, and that was awesome. By the way, last time I was there on the sushi bar, the sushi chef was John Lee. John Lee went on vacations, and the day I embarked in Barcelona was the first day of John Lee back in the ship. But John Lee was promoted, so now he's no longer at the sushi bar. At the sushi bar, I got another amazing chef, Saudi, and John Lee came and visit, and he remembered the crazy time of doing the sushi bar. And this is a thing I recommend. I'll be trying to post a video on that. Is some secret things that people don't know about that you can ask for here at the Explorer. And one of those is the sushi bar. Definitely, that is really, really something out of the world. Um, the you could see Saudi, which was the sushi chef, he was making a huge effort to invent. Because when I sat down, I just told him, "Look, Saudi, do whatever you want. I'm up for anything." And he did a lot of things, and he started mixing, and he did this maki roll where he fetched like a lobster with a tempura lobster. You put into the maki roll together with some avocado, some mayo, some chili peppers, then coated with a little bit of salmon on top and raw. Oh my! Well, I hope I'm not making you guys hungry, but it was just amazing. It was something out of this world. It is definitely something to experiment. The wines have changed a bit. So and that I must confess they are a bit chaotic at this moment in time with the wines. So the wines seem to have changed, and the menu that we see, the wine list, is the same I had last time, but it looks like the stocks somehow are getting depleted, and they don't have all the wines there, but they have more options of wines available. For example, on the rosés, before we only had two, they have now four different rosés available, uh, and it allows for some selection to happen. So it might be a thing of the stocks on the contracts as they renew the contracts going forward, does create that different vision. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Would you say 50% solo? No, 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 no. On these 470, I know exactly how many solo travelers. We are 22. So not 50% solo travelers. Definitely quite here. So we've got Richard. Not a fan of these chats, but I do like your videos. And I'd say, well, Richard, I can only say a big thank you. I'm testing this live stream. It's the first time I do it. I did have that challenge, and I felt like, wow, the internet and the Wi-Fi on board is usually quite good. While I was here last time, I could upload the videos with ease and speed, which does not happen with other companies or other cruise lines that I've been experimenting. Which said like, oh, maybe I'll try the live stream, because this sailing for me is only 4 nights, so 5 days. So it's a very short one, which doesn't really allow for me to do the typical vlog style. And the vlog style is what I usually like to do. You grab a point and then you cover the point. So I've been focusing more on filming and getting all the footage, so that when I go back home, I'll be able to edit and then create those small videos that will be upcoming. And I do have a couple of videos that will be produced in this way. So I do hope that somehow the two things link another. So thanks, Richard, for your feedback. Yeah. 20 solo travelers, yeah. So very few, but which is allowed to create a nice group mingle, you know. I just come from a karaoke night, you know. I'm not going to tell the quality of the singers, but it was fun, you know, and the people enjoy and have fun. If you would be alone going into a karaoke night, maybe it is a thing that we don't feel comfortable with. But in the end of the day, because they created that structured program quite nicely, I was with a group of 5 solo travelers. We went to the karaoke night and we had the blast. People sing, people interact. The host of the events, very nice, very active. The entertainment scheduler was also there. So great team, great activities. Was really, really good. Yeah, Richard. So you're selling on June 30 on Explorer. Wow, that is so nice. I wish you a great selling. And by the way, I'm here on the cabin. Like I said, it's Ocean Terrace Suite. If you want to leverage the fact that we are doing this live stream and want to see any particular detail on the cabin, just pop the ask and I can try to move the camera around to show you whatever is the details you would like to see. You know, just as an example, when I did my review on the room the last time, I didn't show because it never occurred to me. But I did have a subscriber making the comment that would like to see the angle of seeing the television from the bed. And I tell you, I did get footage on the angle of television from the bed to get it seen. So I do hope that that allows to get a feeling for how to work and the availability that we have here. Oh my! Oh yes, I was completely surprised. So I've got a question here from Dave and Sue. Alex, were you surprised by boarding at Terminal F when we thought it would be Terminal H MSE, or did you know ahead of time? Well, I did think it was Terminal H, at least in the announcement I did of this video, said because that was something I was very excited to do, which was to film the new terminal of MSC, the Terminal H. And the thing that I did is as soon as I landed at the airport, the first thing I did was check. I used the application Cruise Mapper to know where the cruise ships are, to know exactly where Explorer was docked. And that's when I found actually it was Terminal D, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it was Terminal D because Terminal A had internal way. We had the Norwegian breakaway ship. Then terminal. Wow, that was huge. The Allure of the Seas was consuming terminal B and C, and then we had Explorer on terminal D, getting there. Now, Terminal D is basically a company less or company. It's got like no company, no signature for that terminal. So it was very simple, very naked in that sense. But I was happy that it was ultra fast getting into the cruise. Last time I boarded was also in Barcelona, but it was on the special terminal that was just next to the Hotel Eurostars. This time they had the super yacht from the Ritz Carlton docked there doing the boarding. So it was not that same. But to be honest, this boarding time on Terminal D was much faster than my experience with the Eurostars, the terminal by the Eurostar. So I was very happy to get that. So no, I did not know ahead of time because their email stated the MSC terminal. So I just checked Cruise Mapper and just got there. Now, what I didn't know was that the Allure of the Seas would consume 2 terminals just to park. That was brutal. Well, Allure of the Seas is what now at the 7th biggest ship in the world at this moment in time. So because since Icon before that it was the 6th. So it is really a huge ship. and it was consuming the 2 terminals. So when I was looking at the cruise mapper, I was actually thinking that we were in Terminal C, and I asked the Uber driver to take me to Terminal C. And when I was giving the luggage, I said like, "Whoa, no, no, no!" There was the Royal Caribbean guys, so I had to do the little walk. But it's like a 50-meter, 70-meter walk between the two terminals, so not too bad. Explora sent me, so this by João now, Explora sent me an email today promoting 0% supplement for solo travelers. Yeah, I love that. I'm tempted to book the sailing from May 13th to 20th. That looks like a cool sailing, 13th to 20th. Unfortunately, 13th to 20th for me is not possible because 14th, 5th, I've got family birthday during that period. So that is going to be but it should be a cool sailing because it's after the Monaco Grand Prix where they are docked. So it should be a good sailing. And there are people that are on this cruise that say they will be doing the same sailing. So hopefully, if you really book that and you are feeling tempted, and I would say I enjoyed their solo program. I'm enjoying it. So tomorrow we'll have dinner. The solo travelers. We have a big table for us reserved at the Med Yacht Club. So I'll have my cochinillo, which is the piglet, the roasted piglet, probably on that meal. So quite a nice thing. Wow. Time flies, guys. You guys are awesome. I was imagining that I would be talking with the walls, and I've got a lot of questions popping up. So a big thank you to the crowd. Did you sing in the karaoke? Well, you'll have to wait for the footage. That's a secret. And if I tell you, something might happen. So we have to be careful with it. But if some of you guys remember when I was singing the I Will Survive for my Norwegian cruise, I think nobody wants me to make a career in singing. Yeah. Yeah, my God. Yeah. Good. So, yeah, half an hour for this session. I don't know if we have any more questions. Let me just give you a quick show into the room. I don't know if you guys want to see anything. So I'm in a double queen bed. Nothing much more, but I did make the footage this time to get a better review that I will be creating also, of course, the video showing that. And this video has me searching under the beds. So beware for that. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what I was searching in the beds, but you'll see in the video what I was searching there. Yeah. Age range on that sailing. It is well. I'm very bad at ages, but there's probably around I would say like the cruise channel average after 50. After 50. Some people below that. We do have some kids. Yeah, I did take opportunity to do some footage of the areas of the kids. I've been told that there are 6 kids below 18 on the cruise ship. And they have special activities for them. For example, they create an activity similar to the cooking classes where they do cupcakes. So they are there entertained and having that kind of fun. And they did have a dedicated team of 2 people just to take care of these 6 kids. So that feels like luxurious to have that engagement with the team. And it felt really nice. Because I'm curious, because I will do a future sailing, taking my kid as well. So I said, like, what about sushi classes? Can you do sushi classes for the kids? And they said, well, that could be optional. Yeah, optional. Richard, I received 2 emails today asking me to bid for cabin upgrades. However, the cost was a minimum of 7,000 plus, which is ridiculous. Yeah, Richard, I'm with you. When I booked my next trip, I booked in August. I've got Explora one with my wife, and I bring my daughter as well, or I'll try to bring my daughter. And I was looking forward to change the room to a room that has probably a little bit more privacy because she's a teenager. So, probably 2 bathrooms or something like that. And it was ridiculous, the price. It was more than double the price. So I could even get like 2 cabins for the price that they were asking to get that upgrade to get like a 2-bedroom type of style. But then in the end of the day, that doesn't work. And if I wanted that privacy, I would really need to go to the more expensive suites for one simple reason, or else it just becomes ridiculous because the cruise lines don't allow cabins with only minors. So even if it's like the door, if you have like connecting doors to the other cabin, they don't allow that. So you have to have one adult in each cabin and then the minor in one of the cabins, which is kind of a policy. It's all over the place. So it is common with the cruise lines, but that does limit this possibility of having an extra room just to put the kids in. And the upgrade to higher classes is the prices are not they don't seem reasonable. And then, to be honest, is what the company like Explora, everybody is treated the same when you are outside the cabin, and inside the cabin, well, they don't treat you. It's up to you. So, which means that it doesn't feel the need to have those bigger cabins to actually get that extra treatment. You have the resident suites where they have the butler service, but in a cruise ship with Explorer, with so little passengers, the ratio of crew to passenger is fantastic. It's almost like a 1-to-1. And if this happens, we get treated like royalty. It doesn't matter the level of the cabin we have. So unless you really want to space to stay in the cabin, I don't think we need to have those bigger cabins. You can find room places to stay and have fun and engage with other people, unless you want to be really alone. But if you want to be alone, probably you don't want to come to a cruise ship, do you? Yeah. So Richard, yeah, thank you on that feedback. But I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. Good. Okay, so we've been here half an hour. I would just say a big thank you to all. This was really surprising. It was my first experiment. So a big thank you for bearing with me. A big thank you for being nice with the questions. No tough questions. So I really appreciate it. It has been awesome. Thank you. You're a great crowd. And I hope that I keep making you guys happy and having fun and informative information. Although I do know that I do my crazy way of presentation, but in the end of the day, for me, cruising is having fun. And if I'm on board, I want to have fun. I want to maximize the entertainment. Some people would focus on what's bad. Other people focus on what's good. But let me just give you, in this case, an example. Today, I went for one of the shore excursions that I booked with the Explorer. And to be honest, I only booked with the Explorer because it was part of the package. So they gave me a 400 euro credit for destination experiences that I cannot use in anything else. So I had to use on shore excursions. And because this is a short sailing, it's 4 days, I have only one port, Malaga, which is the one that we just left now. So I had to find a short excursion of 400 euros. There were none. So what was the incredible, stupid idea of Alex was, oh, let me book the most expensive tour we have there, which was a short excursion of 230 euros, which was going to Granada. Big mistake I did. Why? Basically, this tour was, and I I should have researched a little bit. It wouldn't take me too long to find out that I was doing a wrong booking. It was 2 hours by bus to get to Granada, 4 hours there walking around, and then 2 hours coming back. So 8 hours shore excursion, four of which inside a bus. So as you can understand, it was not a great idea to do it. Probably I shouldn't have been greedy and go for let's maximize the cost and get that bigger excursion. Probably a smaller excursion would have been much better. But we all made mistakes, and that's how we learn, and that's how I want to keep you informed, so that at least by experience and leverage on it and not make the same mistakes. Okay. Yeah, well, with this, I would just say a big thank you to everyone. It has been a great pleasure having this chat with you, and hope that this format that allow you guys to like it, and we get something nice next time, and try to repeat it. And really, this bandwidth that we have allows for it. So, a big thank you to everyone. Thank you for joining, and hope to see you guys soon, especially on board Explorer. That might be a very cool thing. Yeah. Good. Thank you. Have a good night, good day, good morning, all of you. Thank you so much.